with David Rodgers. And now, here he is, Mr. Friday Night, the show pony himself, the man, the dream, the legendary David Rodgers.
Good Tuesday afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to On the Spot with David Rodgers. Creator and host David Rodgers here with you for another great podcast of On the Spot with David Rodgers. Right now, we are missing the Byron Bagwell. Not sure if he's going to make it tonight. He's going to try his best to do so after a couple of week hiatus. And Austin Stevens, Dave, says he's on its way. So we'll see, because I didn't get a weather report. So I hope he comes in. And if he doesn't, we won't have a weather report. But we'll get something up there. Also joining me in the studio, as he always does, bringing you all these great graphics, everything that you see up here. He is the Dancing Destroyer, Dave Holland. Dave, say hello to everybody.
Well, hello, everybody.
Senior producer and director of the show. Again, welcome to In On the Spot with David Rodgers. Started a little bit early, just talking about Austin Stevens. He is in the house. I'll get to him here in just a little bit, as we'll have the weather here for you in just a little bit. So let's go ahead and start our show, as we always do, with our prayer, our pledge, and our patriotic quote of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody at home, please bow your head as we go into prayer. Our righteous Heavenly Father, let us once thank again for a wonderful and glorious day you've given us, dear Lord. Thank you for this time that you're letting us be together, dear Lord. Our On the Spot crew, and of course, all of our viewers that are listening. Any information that is obtained here, dear Lord, that each and every one of our viewers take that and just use it as they see fit, dear Lord. Thank you for the greatest country in the world today, the one that we live in here, the United States of America, the most freest and powerful country in the world today. You know, we have our own issues, our own problems, our own things that we need to fix, dear Lord. But with your guiding hand and your touch to our politicians and everybody that helps us run this great country, and even to our people that work each and every day, that we can make this country thrive and be strong again, dear Lord. Thank you for our armed forces, each and every one of those men and women that are served past and present, dear Lord. Keep a hedge of protection over them as they're out there fighting the good fight, fighting against international domestic terrorism, dear Lord, and anything that wants to harm us and our country, dear Lord. Keep a hedge of protection over them, keep them safe, bring them back home safely to their family. Thank you for our first responders, each and every one of those men and women that does each and every phase of first responding. Please keep a hedge of protection over them and keep them safe as they go out and do their job each and every day, so that we can stay safe, dear Lord. And as we go to our homes, that we know that we can lay our heads down at night and know that we're safe, dear Lord, from somebody trying to hurt each and every one of us. Thank you for the food that we receive each and every day. It goes in the nourishment of our bodies and our bodies to thy service. Also, any spoken or unspoken prayer requests, dear Lord, touch each and every one of them. You know what's on their mind, their heart, and their souls, dear Lord. Touch them, comfort them, and guide them, dear Lord, through these times, through these hard times, dear Lord. I know there's been many deaths here within the last couple of weeks. All those families that are feeling sorrow, dear Lord, that you please just touch each and every one of them. Keep America, the American workforce also too, dear Lord, in your thoughts and in our thoughts, dear Lord, as you touch each and every one of us that go out to work each and every day, and that we try to make America thrive. And without us, dear Lord, and it stops, then there is no productivity, and we need to keep this great nation producing, dear Lord. Again, thank you for this day. Thank you for this time. Thank you for this evening. Thank you for the great week that we're about to have and the great weekend as high school football has started, dear Lord. Also, college football started last weekend. Keep those players safe and the high school players safe that play the game each and every Friday and Saturday. And then, of course, the professionals that play on Sunday, dear Lord, as we enjoy our time with our friends and our family as we watch these games. We ask for these things in your Son's name, Jesus Christ, and the congregation says, amen. All right, Dave, let's do the pledge. I'm going to let you do it.
All right. Whoops. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Dave, I promise you we're going to hit that one day. And if you don't know what we're talking about, I don't know if y'all can see it on your screens, but the flag is waving. Got about a 14-second interval there. We started that one just a little bit late, but Dave was real close last week. And that's why I wanted him to do it this week. And I think we're going to be right there, Dave, eventually when we get to it.
Yeah.
So, again, welcome in On the Spot with David Rodgers. I'm your creator and host, David Rodgers. Also joining me tonight right now will be Austin Stevens as he'll give his weather report. We've got him in the back right now, just trying to get a couple of things done. And then, of course, also the missing Byron Bagwell. Hopefully he will be here tonight. And I'm not sure, Dave. We'll just have to see when he comes in. I didn't know if Austin was going to be here, but he is here. So that's a good thing, as I didn't have a weather report. But, again, welcome into the show. Got a patriotic quote of the night. Everybody that's at home, if y'all want to play along with me. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Who is that? It's a great football coach, one of the greatest of all time.
And there's been a few.
And there's been quite a few. You're absolutely right. Shirley Bagwell, D.A. Dennis Cruz, Judith Young, and the others that I can't see that are tuning into the show. Thank you so very much for tuning in to On the Spot with David Rodgers. We feel like we have the best show and the best podcast on Facebook and i.e. YouTube as we get those shows downloaded as well. Dave, what do you think? I think so. I'm going to make no bones about it.
I agree with you, David.
Yeah, I think
we're putting out a good product.
Yes, we are. I think so. And we try to be here each and every week. Sometimes there is times that we can't be here, but we try to let everybody know that we won't. And I'll tell you another great product, and that's On the Spot Motorsports Media with Mitchell Gunner, our sister page. It runs through our page. And Robert, they do a good job. They was in, do they go to Indianapolis this week, or did they already go? Wow. I'll have to see if Mitchell's on.
Keeping up on it.
Yeah, I'll have to get with Mitchell to see when exactly they went.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's this coming weekend or if it was last weekend. But I know they're going to Indianapolis to take a look at that car show there and the things that go on. NHRA, all the people will be there, all the big wigs.
Yep.
And he's got a great podcast coming up on Thursday. As he's got a couple of people that are influential in NHRA. He's got the president, I think, of one of those. He's going to be interviewing and a couple of other people. So tune in to On the Spot Motorsports Media with Mitchell Gunner and Robert as they come on at 7 o'clock on Thursday nights.
Yep.
And if you are a motor sports enthusiast of any sort, you need to watch that show. It's got a great product going. I think he's about 22 or 23,000 now. That's pretty good for Facebook. And I know it carries over to YouTube and some other media outlets. Tune in On the Spot Motorsports Media.
Yeah, you know, Mitchell, he covers that so well. He gets these top name drivers and gets them on the show, and they talk like they've talked forever, explaining their team, their car. You know, they don't get too much into techniques, but
But I tell you what he does do, and like I said, he gets big name people that are not just driving and not just part of a team. He's getting people that organize this stuff. You get the president of NHRA coming on, you've got to be doing something. It's not
he just don't sit down for anybody.
No, absolutely not. So I mean, you know, he's doing his thing. We'll give it to Mitchell. Mitchell puts a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of sacrifice, and a lot of effort into his product as we do.
Yes, sir.
But I've seen Mitchell up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm getting up and ready to go to work, and he's still writing stories. So you get into it, what you put into it.
Yeah.
You get what out of it, what you put into it. And Mitchell and Robert's doing a great job. Robert's even writing stories now. So, yeah, I've seen a couple of his really good write-ups. So, again.
That's great.
So, tune in to On the Spot Motorsports Media with Mitchell Gunner and Robert. And now, again, going back to our quote, perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Does anybody have an idea who that is? It's a famous football coach of all time. No longer with us. God rest his soul, but was influential with a couple of NFL teams. I'll give you that much of it. And, you know, back in the day.
I got in my head, I can't
Yeah.
think of his name, but he wears a hat.
Okay.
And he's
Tom Landry for the Dallas Cowboys?
No.
Not Landry. George Hallis for the Chicago Bears?
No,
not him. Okay.
Not him. Pittsburgh or Cowboys.
You probably talking about Cowboys is Tom Landry.
Oh.
Is that who you want?
That sounds about right.
Okay, you got Landry. Okay. What do you got, Austin?
I'm working on the weather forecast.
Oh, well, you ain't got nothing then.
And property taxes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's into weather.
He's into weather, so he doesn't count. So that's why I don't even ask for his opinion anymore.
Hey, but I'll give you a touchdown with a cold front.
Well, how about we wait till the weather for that?
Okay.
But anyway, that is Vince Lombardi.
That's the one I had on my mind. Vince Lombardi.
I was trying to trick you, man. I was trying to trick you so bad.
You got me, dude.
I'm like, George Allen. I'm thinking of everybody that wore a hat. And I'm
total
like, okay.
opposite of what Vince Lombardi.
Yeah, well, I mean, Vince Lombardi, Tom Landry did wear a hat, and Tom Landry could have said that quote. I mean, that was a good guess by you. So, again, welcome in on the spot with David Rodgers. I am your host, David Rodgers, tonight, right along with the Denson Destroyer and our senior director and producer, Dave Holland. No Byron Bagwell right now, as he may show up. But I do have Austin Stevens in the house to give us a weather report. Are you ready, Austin? If we take a commercial break, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Dave, let's go to a quick commercial break, and we'll come back with your weather report.
Hey Tornado fans, this is Kurt Miracle of Miracle Automotive and Towing, proud sponsors of Tornado Football. I want to welcome you to beautiful Stark, Florida at David Hurst Stadium, and thank you for letting us be a part of this community. We're here for more than your automotive and towing needs. We're here to be part of Tornado Country. Go Big Red!
Welcome back to On the Spot with David Rodgers. I am David Rodgers. Now we will have your weather report, as I promised to. Austin Stevens back in the house after a little bit of a hiatus. He had several things he needed to take care of. Austin, welcome back. Why don't you give us that weather report, old boy?
All right. Well, if anyone hasn't noticed, I asked David when we were on commercial break, did you notice the humidity change? Well, dew point at Keystone Heights Airport dipped down to 59 degrees today, which was nice and dry. For once, I could say since late May, we had no heat index today. So, with that out of the way, how does a low of 68 at David Rodgers house tomorrow morning sound?
Sounds really good.
All right, well, it won't stay for long. Well, like typical August, we got a surprise cold front that dipped across the southeast United States. Didn't go as far south, stopped at about I-4. But Pascagoula, Mississippi, Mobile, Alabama, and Tallahassee, Florida, you'll be waking up in the mid to upper 60s tomorrow morning. The further you are away from the coast, the colder it will be, literally. But the warm weather, humid air mass of the cold front will be lifting back north and bringing all the shower and thunderstorm activity to us. We might have a low pressure system develop on the end of that cold front in the Gulf of Mexico, reaching into the territorial waters of the United States, which I'll call the Gulf of America.
Expect lows in the mid to upper 60s in Pascagoula.
Hey, how about that? Look at that. We're getting a double. We're getting a double day. Dave's fired for about 10 minutes.
They're literally trying to use artificial intelligence to replace it. You see what's going on here, people? But anyways, we got highs in the mid-90s in Florida today.
Right.
No heat index. Lower 90s tomorrow. No heat index. And then heat index slowly creeps back up to around 100 degrees across the Gulf Coast with daytime highs around 90 with nighttime lows in the lower to middle 70s. Moisture increasing with thunderstorm 50-50 shot. Sea breeze thunderstorms coming back by weekend. How's that forecast sound, David?
That sounds great. Now, give me that rain chance again one more time for the week.
All right, well, we got it.
How about tomorrow? Let's start with tomorrow.
Well, 20% for our local area.
Okay.
Pascagoula and Mobile, Alabama is a little bit tricky because of that cold front.
Right.
How far does it lift north?
Right.
Because we got more land here. Now, I expect over the weekend, the Labor Day weekend, a 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms typical throughout the area because it is early September. But this is a good sign that we're seeing cold fronts already this early.
I gotcha. All right. Thank you, Austin.
Shouldn't rain for those proper tornadoes.
Shouldn't, right?
Shouldn't.
Yeah, that's in Dunellen. Now we got to travel to Dunellen. Do you know what it would be down there by any chance?
Oh, probably a 60-70% chance of thunderstorms because you're going further south into that tropical air mass.
Just on the other side of Ocala. So.
Yeah, I know where it is.
So South Sumter County, all that probably gonna get some rain.
Yeah.
Okay.
They should die down at sunset like they did last
Okay, that'll be great. If we can do that, that means we can get the ball game in.
All of our storms right now, they're not cold front driven, so they won't be at night. They're sea breeze driven, which means as soon as you take away the sun, they die.
Okay, thank you also for that weather service report. If you plug yourself, Austin, where can they catch you? Where can they get a report? If I can't provide it to them, and you can, where can they go?
We're doing it on Facebook. We also now are back on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Austin Service, Austin West Service on Facebook at Austin West Service. We are exciting. We are working on something behind closed doors. There will be a logo change to the weather page coming very soon.
All right. So if somebody wants a weather report, is it already there? Do they got to request it from you?
So you can message our page and put in your zip code, and typically I respond, but we're trying to put a little bit of artificial intelligence involved to help in case we get a load like with a hurricane coming or whatever. But I don't expect any hurricanes this year. I'm not going to say yes or no to that.
Okay.
Because typically when we get these type of cold fronts, they do bring a nasty problem later on. And if we're going to look at a problem, it will be next week.
Okay.
Potentially. I'm not saying there is going to be. NHC hasn't said anything. History's any indication. We will keep you updated when that does occur.
Okay, so I've got a question then. So somebody asked me. They said, are you a lone person doing your own weather, or do you have people that help you that is behind the scenes?
So all of our stuff is pretty much me. I do have partnerships with the NWS and, of course, with local county like Bradford and all that. We do partnerships, but most of our stuff is in-house. It's me, solo me. When I'm live streaming and tracking those hurricanes like I did with Hurricane Helene, where I made landfall prediction I was going to make landfall at Cedar Key, Keat Beach, that was solo me. People are impressed that it was solo me because I called it before even News4Jax did.
Wow, that's awesome. That's a great deal right there. All right, I'm going to let Austin answer this one because I don't know. I'll put it in a relative term. People want to know. They think you're blind. So, I know that's a sore subject. I know that you talk about it. Somebody did ask me, and I don't want to say. I want you to tell what is wrong with you.
So I do have a visual impairment.
Okay, that's what I like to call it.
I was born this way, unfortunately, and I'm going to put someone on the spotlight a little bit. Due to medical malpractice of Shands Hospital, it progressively got a little bit worse. There's not much I can do, unfortunately. It did get a little bit worse. It did get worse, but it is stable at this time. The worst was when I was 8.
Okay. So, is it, Austin, you're how old now?
I am 23, about to be 24.
You're about to be 24.
Wow.
Is it getting better? Is it just staying sort of even? It's just stable. Okay.
So I'm totally blind in my left eye. I have a good vision field on, up to about 6 feet on my right eye.
Awesome.
Through the power of technology, and even Gordon was impressed. I landed a good amount of stuff. I worked with the amateur radio directors, Bill Nealons and all them for the Northeast Florida Division to help them with readiness for when Hurricane Helene hit and everything.
Good. All right.
Well, you are the first weatherman I've ever met blind.
With no degree.
With no degree, but you are awesome, dude. Do you realize that September we will be doing this for 9 years.
Yeah, and I've been here since
You've been-
2018.
So you've been here for 6 of it.
Yeah, I've been here for 6 of it, and of course with
Actually 7. You're going on you'll be on your 7th.
So if you're 23 now,
I was 17.
He was 16 or 17 when he got with us.
yeah,
Because that's
I
when his
think
dad
16.
used to bring him.
Yeah.
God rest his soul, by the way. But Austin, really appreciate it. Can you come back and do the weather for us here in a little bit?
Of course, I snuck in like a cat looking for rats.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. There's no doubt about it. A cat looking for rats. You're exactly right, old boy. Let me see here. Comments. Let's see. Top comments. Where's the top comments right here?
David, a lot of people are impressed that they don't realize that I am one.
Well, and somebody had asked me that. Now, I didn't think that was for me to say. You know what I mean? And I know you wouldn't have cared
people
if
are
I.
curious. It's asking. So here's how I see things. Asking is curiosity. If you don't ask, then you're not going to learn. You're not going to understand what goes on behind the scenes of whatever. You know,
Right.
Like keeping government accountable. Asking questions to the constituents that are elected. You got to ask the questions, otherwise, corruption, or in my case, asking me to learn my background is learning knowledge, so then you can trust me not just as a predicting person in meteorology and forecasting, but also you get to learn me as not just a show person doing the YouTube stuff, but who I am, what my private life is, you know? It's part of just connecting with building a connection with your audience.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you answering that. Thank you, Austin. Hey, I want to welcome Judith Young. She said Steve Spurrier. Not a bad guess. That was a pretty good guess.
I had
you
that
thought about that in mind?
Yeah.
Shirley said Bobby Bowden, which would have been great too. That's a great answer. Scott Munning says, good evening from Asheville, North Carolina. That's where he's at tonight.
Wow.
Hey, if you're in a restaurant, Scott, go ahead and put your phone on and show everybody what we're doing here. And then maybe that way they can be become on the spot viewers, and we'll tell you how to do that in just a minute. Mitchell Gunner, weather's going to be great for Indy this week. So he is going to Indy this week, Dave.
I'm jealous. He's going to enjoy cooler weather. That's not fair.
Low and he said, let me see here, man, goodness. Every time I do that, Dave, when you use your phone, here we go. Lows in the low 50s, highs in the low 70s. So, yeah, every time I flick that thing, man, it takes away the comments. You know what I mean?
You know what I
can't stand that. Come on back. There we go. All right, here we go. Don Bailey said, what is the question? I wanted to know on this quote, perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. That was a coach, a great coach. I've already given the answer. I know you're joining late. Thank you for joining in on the spot with David Rodgers. I'm your host, David Rodgers, right along with my main man, the producer and director. He is the dancing destroyer himself, Dave Holland. We got Austin Stevens. He just gave the weather report. He'll be back to do that here in a few minutes. And then, of course, be missing Byron Bagwell.
Yeah.
He was on a 2-week hiatus on that vacation. And now, the job's got him. You got to go to the job. Got to do the job. This is extra. Yeah, you got to pick up your pay, right? Got to pay bills.
Make up for those, 3 weeks he was off?
Yeah, and he just shot me a message, brother. He said, brother, I'm still in Gainesville. Have a great night. Yeah. We sort of figured that, and if you can tune in, that'd be great. But the answer, Tom Bailey, on that was Vince Lombardi. So I didn't know if you knew that, but again, welcome into On the Spot with David Rodgers. Want to carry on to a couple of other things here. Dave,
yes, sir.
When you come back, I'd like to get into something, and I want y'all's opinion, and I want our viewing audience opinion, as I'm going to get started off with something before we get into some news. All right. So, I know what y'all's answer will be, but I'll give it one at a time. Don't need a long explanation.
No, I know.
Just a yes or no. And so, I had a chance to really, I'll say, make someone. Let me put it that way. Had a chance. So this person, I've been talking to him for a long time. Don't know him very well. basically it's dealing with gold. And you know how good gold is right now. And, it could take a hit like anything else.
Yeah.
So anyway, I talked to this person, and they want to dump some money into my account. And I'm like, okay. So, but they want, in other words, there's an investor. There's 3 people involved with this. So this particular person, and I hope y'all agree with me here. This particular person wanted me to give my credit card number to her and this particular person to pay off my credit card, dump, I think it's 150,000 in there, and then I would take that money, send it to that person, they get the gold out, send it back to me to sell it. I'll start with you, Dave.
Oh boy.
Let me tell you what I said. Can I tell you my answer? You don't want me to even tell your answer? My answer yet?
No, let us tell you our answer first.
Okay. All right.
Oh boy.
And there's probably a few out there that might agree with me. This sounds so much like a scam
Boy, don't it?
that I would not touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. First and foremost, I am not giving my credit card number to anybody.
Yeah.
Now, if you are legit on this and you want to contact my bank while my customer representative is there and dump that money in there,
First,
I may entertain it. But you're getting none of my information. And this particular person don't understand why. Why are you so afraid to give this information? Do you think I'm a damn idiot?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you all my money.
Hey, I can't use your card. I can't do this. Yes, you can. You got my number. You can go, it may catch eventually. You can go straight to Amazon and order anything you want. If you've got my card number or your card number or anybody's card number and they got that 3-digit pin on the back, guess what? They don't need permission. Yeah, I can go charge if I knew your credit card number. All I got to do is say, here's my credit card number, here's my pin, the 3 digits, unless you've got something set up with a natural pin, you know what I mean, or a security pin. I could go and order something off of Amazon, and you wouldn't know it until the next billing cycle or until somebody caught it.
I was in Washington, D.C. For about 4 days, and out of that 4 days, yeah, we went to a restaurant or somewhere, to do what we do while we were in Washington. I get back home, I got almost a $1,200 spending spree on a card I know I didn't give out other than to pay for the food we ate.
Right now, and I'll let you speak here in just a second, Austin. Right now. All right, so I'm going to keep talking. Anyway, my answer is no. I'm not giving anybody any of my credit card information. No. I'm afraid to give it to anybody because you just don't know who is sitting back there licking their chops going, yep. So now I'm going to get that number and he can get the title to my home and sell my home from out underneath me. I don't have nothing.
You won't know for a couple months.
You wouldn't know. Yeah, you wouldn't.
So is Byron in Clay or Bradford County?
Byron is in. You talking about where he resides?
Yeah.
Clay County.
Okay, I'm gonna use.
He's in Keystone with you.
So Keystone also goes into Bradford. But I'm gonna use him as an example. All I do is go through the tax portal, look up a few things, I can pull Byron's deed for his house right now.
Hang on just a minute, brother. Hang on just a minute. Dave, are we having technical difficulties? Somebody's saying, I think we have lost video.
I am pulling it up.
It doesn't show me that.
I am pulling it up. Yep.
Yeah, we get Dave. It's circling
Nope.
back. No, you're on. You're back. Okay, you got it? Okay.
I have it.
Okay.
I have it.
All right. I do not. I'm not sure why. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yep, we're back. Yeah, we're back.
30-second delay, but I got
Yeah, I think so. I think it glitched for a minute, Dave, and then it hit back. But anyway.
The weather's,
yeah, the weather's
crazy stuff.
Yes, it is. So anyway, my answer is no. I mean, absolutely flat out no. There's other ways to do this. You are set hell-bound bent that you want me to give you to pay off my credit card? No. I can pay off my own credit card. Send me the money to my account. If you trust me, I'll pay it. Send you the money, cash out or whatever. Get your gold out. And then if you need me to sell it for you, I'll sell it for you.
Dave, I have experienced so many scams.
Absolutely.
I almost know it's a scam when you open your mouth.
Of course. Of course.
The phone, when they start asking you, and they'll do it in like a sentence,
Right.
Talk to you, get you relaxed. Oh yeah, like where you live, and go on a little bit, and like, oh yeah, what's your social security number? Things like that. And, I don't even let it get that far.
So,
Right.
as someone that deals with certain things and has worked with some stuff with, Gordon on a few things, me and Gordon, I tag team with him because, with him running.
Oh, by the way, he told me you was fired. I don't know what you did, but anyway,
I didn't know. What?
Yes, he told me you were fired. You must have done something wrong.
Man,
oh man. That's not good. So you may not want to bring up Gordon's name.
Hey,
I'm messing with you, man.
Well, because I got a phone call Monday, but we don't talk about that phone call.
Right.
But it was from the federal government. But that's neither here nor there. There is, and I don't know why our government, because they could add legislation to protect Americans' privacy when it comes down to this stuff. There's too much stuff that is on public record. Way too much. I get that Florida has sunshine law and it has, where there's transparency in courts.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're too transparent, it bites the civilians in the behind. And that's where like the whole Social Security number incident comes from. Everything else that can come from it. When people are not held accountable for creating the programs, creating the crimes, well then the rabbit hole is just going to continue to spiral.
Well, what I like about this whole thing is, Dave, is this person I've been talking to for a while. You know what I'm saying? Man, try this, try that, do this, do that. And wants to know why I haven't pulled the trigger on any of this. Well, I'm not pulling the trigger. Hey, the money sounds awesome. You know what I mean? Hey, everything, everybody can make anything enticing. Dave, man, I can make something enticing to you, and I could just be so much full of crap that you wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of it, you know what I mean? But you believe me until and I don't want to say lies, until the redundancy of this comes up. And it's like, wow. So, it all sounds good, but what I'm trying to tell people is don't put your information out there unless you intend to get it stolen, because that's exactly what is going to happen.
So many people are so careless.
They sell it
so
too.
Sad.
Yep.
Of course they're going to sell it, Dave. It's for profit.
Yeah, it's about money. Byron says, good evening, brothers, sisters, patriots, infidels, and miscreants from the great Satan's armpit. I got this from that game in Florida.
I heard they're removing the rainbow crosswalks. What's up with that?
Lisa's watching from Lake City with the Grands. All right, Dave, are you still on, brother? Let me see your phone, Austin. Are you sure you're still on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your latest comment? No, can I see your latest comment? If you need me to look at it, I will. Because something's going on with my stuff here. I don't know if it's the internet, maybe the internet connection to you, Dave. Maybe I should have used my.
I got 18 upload.
Oh man, I should be fine then using that. Let me see.
You should be.
That's my first responder access. So that if that goes down, we have a real mess.
She said, "Is there a problem with the sound, or is it just me? Sounds like they are commentating at the football game." That's what Sheila Sam She Allstaff just said.
Said
So
what?
there is technical difficulties. Said the sound. She said it sounds like they are commentating at a football game.
I need to invest in helping y'all get a good mic.
So the mic's fine. The mic that we've got here is
My audio tells me I do have an echo.
Good evening, guys. I'm tuning in Jacksonville tonight. Okay, what's going on in Jacksonville, Judith? I mean, I'm showing 4 live on his phone right here, and that's dropped from here to there. So,
and that's live.
Okay, here. It's saying it on my phone here too. It's just not. Usually, I get the number of what is going on here. Comments.
There is an issue with the mic.
Okay, there is an echo.
It's not even an echo. It's muddy. Like there's an echo, but there's also like a reverb that's going on too.
Producer, director, what do you want me to do? You want me to just keep going? You want me to just keep doing? Keep going. Okay. So my director and producer says, "Hey, we're going." So anyway, let me know, David, if we need to kick off. But this thing here, man, it just bothered me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, I'm not giving you nothing. I ain't giving you a thing.
You know what also bothers me, David? It's your age.
Well, I mean, this person, watches the show sometimes and knows what I look like and stuff. So, I mean, it's not like I'm, sitting in a wheelchair, smoking cigarettes all the time. I mean, I'm healthy. I'm a pretty built guy. I look young for my age. So I don't think that has a trigger for anything, but it could be. But I just wanted to see what y'all's answers was, because mine is an absolute no, and I'm not going to do that. So if that person's watching, hey, look, and nothing against you, I trust you, but I don't trust my information being out there. Y'all agree?
The only way they could do it, and I was going to say this, let me look into who they are.
Well, and that's the other thing, there's not a lot of information out there. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, anybody can hide behind anything. You could be chasing a ghost.
I could be chasing a ghost. But like I said, I can chase a ghost and still find who's behind the ghost.
Yeah, well,
I'm good at it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So, and I don't doubt that you are. I'm sure you've done a lot of stuff, and hey, right to do so. Right to say that you are good at something, because that's what you do, and that's who you are.
I mean, I was after all, I'm my father's son.
Yeah, that is very true as well. So, but anyway, let's move on. Dave, we got several things going on. Great football game last Friday night as the Tornadoes took it to the Baker County Bobcats, making that 6 in a row now, as they won that game 24-0. And it was really, really a great crowd out there, great atmosphere. Both teams brought their fans, and the Tornadoes, just as dominant as they have been the last 3.5 years, come out with a 24-0 victory. So a lot of players that really did a good job. Our offensive line, defensive line did a really good job. Our quarterback, Slockovich, a sophomore, just started 15. He's looking really good through a couple of interceptions. But hey, look, he's still young, still learning the system, and those things are going to happen. So we did enough to on offense to win the ball game. Like I said, Jacquez Case and Jordan Case and Elijah Lawrence. I can keep naming Ian Addis and the running back from Baker County that we have that transferred in, Jackson Parmenter from Keystone, Tyler Sapp, who kicked a 42-yard field goal as time expired in the first half. He's from Keystone. So we got several players from Keystone that has really come on and helped the Bradford County Tornado football program. So ought to be proud of them. Now that game is over. Our travel's over. Now here comes the meat and potatoes of the season as we have to travel to Dunellen this coming up Friday night. Then got to go back down to Sumter County as we have to go to South Sumter to play the South Sumter Raiders. And then on September the 12th, we've got to go to Mandarin, which is in Jacksonville, over there off of in the Mandarin area to play the Mandarin Mustangs. And then we'll have a home game with the East Side, and then we'll go to Keystone, to Palatka, and then the remainder 3 games will be at home as we'll play Newberry, Tallahassee, Leon for homecoming, and the Santa Fe Raiders for our senior night. So please go down there, check your tornadoes out, take the hour and about 45-minute ride over there. Great places to eat over there. I hear Swampy's is good over there. That's probably where we'll stop and eat. So anyway, check that out if you can. You can catch the live radio broadcast on Friday night with me and Byron Bagwell. The pregame show starts at 7 and the kickoff at 7:30 as we'll bring you all the live action each and every Friday night from here until the end of the football season and possibly into the playoffs as they have been doing for the last several years. So shouldn't change. Hopefully everything is good and the Tornadoes maybe can go deeper, maybe make a state championship run. But they do have the team to do it. So check that out. Dave,
yes,
I do
sir.
want to ask you something before I go past this. And by the way, there was 4,000 views on that you did from On the Spot with David Rodgers.
Wow.
Great job. That's up to date right now. People have been asking me like consistently, is Dave Holland and your staff going to Dunellen? I said, I know I have to go. I said, I know Byron has to go and Cliff has to go. I said, David is a tag-along. David's a tag-along. If he feels good and his health is good and he doesn't have a lot of things to do, he said that he would go. So I'm going to ask you now, put you on the spot, no pun intended. Are you going Friday night?
Those bleachers put me down for a few days afterwards.
Yes, it did. I did. It did.
But I dearly want to go, especially if we got the same setup as what we had at the home game last week.
Now, I don't know if it's going to be the exact setup, but I will tell you this. I've gotten word that on the visitor side, there was never, ever a press box, but there is one now. So we have a press box. I don't know how big it is, and I don't know if the coaches are going to share it with us. But if it has a divider like ours does, it'd be no problem. We do the football game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll see how it sets up, but we are going to be in the press box. So yes, we'll be out of the weather. All the camera equipment, everything that we have, will be out of the weather.
I just need a place to sit with a table.
Right.
To put my tripod. You see how I set up for that. And just stick me in one little corner with 2 outlets.
What people liked and people commented on, and you didn't see this, and me and you didn't get a chance to talk about it, was they loved when you was down there and you're zooming in on that play and you're following that play. It's almost like Dream Pilot or the NFHS Network, or, whoever, is doing the game. It's just like it's right there. And then right with the radio call, like you've gotten it, it's like you're doing it. It's like doing an NFL game or a college game where you got your 2 commentators and the cameraman's following it. And it's just like that. And everybody really liked it. So I said, I can't answer for him. I said, I know that last trip took a little bit out of him. But I said, this is a different week because they really enjoyed that. And a lot of people followed me. A lot of people, of course, followed that. So, but ladies and gentlemen, what I want to say to you is, and I'm fixing to get to this here in a minute, it all intertwines. It all comes into one. It's fed off my personal page to go to On the Spot and to go to On the Spot Motorsports Media.
Yeah.
So it's fed into both. Here's the problem. So I'm not trying to be mean about this. My first and foremost duties, Byron's first and foremost duties, is to Chuck Kramer 106.3. I have to call that game. When you see, if Dave Holland was not there coming from On the Spot, what you see in that still in my, and you tell Dave how we do it, it's just an iPad that sits in the windowsill, or I got it in my little holder, and that's to stay stationary because we're calling the football game. We're looking at papers. We're doing this. We got commercial breaks, so I can't focus directly on Facebook Live because I get paid from the radio station to call the football game for the radio station and Bradford County and the Bradford County Tornadoes and Soda Fire.
Exactly, Dave. You're there working for your radio station, our radio station.
That's correct.
You can't concentrate on getting Facebook material.
Right.
So your iPad is fixed on the 50-yard line, and that's what you get from, say, like 30 to the 30.
That's it. You cannot see anything in the red zone.
And that's about 60-75%, of the game.
It
is in that middle area.
It is.
And what we also give you with what I do is we give you the full field. And one thing I gotta say, Dave, and I know you can testify to this, is when you're doing that video or you're speaking that game, you gotta stay on top, almost be ahead of the play, to really track it down right.
Yeah.
And for me, sometimes it gets a little ahead of me.
For sure, and you're right, because the way today's football is, it's so fast paced.
Yeah.
When back in the day when me and you played football and we watched football, it was the old rugged, stugged guys. You got a tailback and a fullback. He hands it to the fullback or he hands it to the running back. He made a throw pass it, but it was slow. Everything was slow, sort of slow motion. The game has opened up so much now. It's really like running basketball on a football field. I mean, the other night, and all these teams do it. They'll go 5 wide on you. What is 5 wide? If you don't understand football terms, that's 5 wide receivers. You could have 3 on one side, 2 on one side, 4 on one side, 1 on the other. That is 5 wide. That means it's more than likely going to be a passing down, and I'm not saying it always is.
Which one's going to get it, though,
Correct. That's why you have to be on top of it. Yeah. I'm always talking. You remember?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was glad that halftime came and we went to some of those commercial breaks.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to consistently be on it. Hey, Cummins gets the play in. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. He puts that man in motion. And then the play runs, and then they're back at it again.
There was a play. We were on our 35-yard line, right? And there was a pass thrown all the way down to their 30-yard line.
Right.
And by the time I got the camera around to follow that ball to the player and find where that player is, to get all that on the camera so you, the viewer, can see what happened, he's already caught the ball and tackled.
I've already said that. And somebody said, I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad that you came up with that. Y'all got to remember that Dave Holland is He doesn't do this. This is something, he's done it with us before. This is something that we get on a weekly basis, depending on how he feels. So he's still got to get into the groove of the play. And like he was saying, that play happened so fast, people's like, man, you've already commentated the play, and Dave's just not, because he's trying to, it's happened.
You know, when you got 5 run down the middle plays,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden you get, and then all of a sudden you got a pass play.
Yeah.
You know.
It's and you're getting used to working that camera too, because
I'm listening to you too, Dave.
Correct.
Oh, there he goes. He's going down, and now I'm going down there too with the camera.
Well, another news, YouTube side got 6 views.
Okay, that's good. But anyway, you know, it is what it is. What I want to explain to you guys is that it's nothing personal, you know, and I wish you wouldn't make it personal with me and Byron. It's, look, most people that listen to our broadcast that are here know what the deal is.
Yeah.
Because you'll see Dwight Allen or Shirley Bagwell or somebody, if they're not at the game, those guys cannot turn that camera when you're not there now, when you're not there. Because their first and foremost duties is to the radio station.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a prime example. We got late. I forgot which game it was. It was last year or year before. Anyway, we got there a little bit late. And we had to be on the air. I couldn't fire up Facebook. I've had to be on the radio. And it was like, well, why ain't the game coming on live? Why ain't the game coming on live? Because I didn't get a chance to turn it on. That's not my first duties. My first duties and Byron's first duties is to Chuck Kramer in that radio station.
Yeah.
Anything else is gravy train for you guys, and you ought to be thankful that we're doing it. Because guess what, Dave? Tell them people how much we charge them for that.
Yeah.
You get charged nothing.
No. We'll take donations.
Oh, absolutely we will. Absolutely. But we charge nothing. So you got to ease up on us a little bit. I know you want the best thing that you can get. But, you know, and I know who it is. Sometimes it's our out-of-town crowd.
Dave, as dedicated you are to 106.3 on a game night, I feel that dedicated to trying to get that game on Facebook for our viewers, because they deserve the opportunity to see it just as much as the people that are there live.
You should tell them.
And you're right, Dave. You're exactly right. Can I add a caveat to that, though? But you should be at the ball game. In other words, the viewers that are sitting there.
Oh, yeah, you should be at the ball game.
Yeah, and Dave, that's the only thing that, and I'll agree. You should be at the ball game. You have the opportunity to get to the ball game. The main reason we do that is twofold. There are people that graduated from Bradford High School that love Bradford County and love the Bradford High Tornadoes, right, Dave?
Yeah.
And they live out of town. How can I prove that to you? I know a guy that lives in Ketchikan, Alaska. Ketchikan, Alaska now.
Oh, the way on the other side.
Oh, thank you. That watches every Friday night. And the reason is because Eagle Country 106.3 is not on iHeartRadio. It's not on Sirius.
Or TuneIn.
It's not on, it's a local radio station. It is for Bradford County and a 50 to 60 mile surrounding area.
Exactly.
That's what that radio station is built for. That's where the power band comes in for that radio station.
Yep.
And we talked about this a lot. So that video, and they backed me up on this, that video, and I know I'm spending a lot of time on this because I had a lot of hits on it. And look, we do everything that we can to bring you the broadcast, whether it's on the radio, whether it's on Facebook. And the reason I'm telling you this is we did two for a reason. We've tried to get my viewers, the viewers that were looking off of my personal page, to go to watch that game, Dave. Where? On the spot with David Rodgers, right?
Yep.
Because if you go, I don't have to fire up my page. You follow me? I don't have to put that iPad there. The broadcast is coming from us anyway through our page. Well, I don't know how to get on the spot with David Rodgers. Well, guess what? I'm fixing to tell you. Or Dave, how about you tell them? So that way, go ahead and tell them how they can get there.
You can also
Oh, well, there's several ways, David.
Okay.
One way is to search On the Spot with David Rodgers
Yep.
on Facebook,
Mhm.
and then click on that and find our show,
Mhm.
and there you go with that. If
Yep.
you become a subscriber or hit that like, then we will ping you.
Ping you, which we're going to change the ping. You remember you said you're going to do a little something different, but for right now it's a ping.
Right now it's a ping.
Okay.
And it will ping letting you know that the show is getting ready to start.
So let's just say you go. Let's say you go every game with us. Let's just say for now you do that. Okay? And I know that's not going to happen. Let's say you go every game. You're going to be streaming from On the Spot with David Rodgers. You're not going to be streaming off my page.
Nope.
So, and I may not have mine on. So you have to go to On the Spot with David Rodgers.
OTS, baby.
OTS. And you should be subscribing anyway, because not only are we going to cover the football games when you're there and able to, we cover all kinds of stuff locally, statewide, region-wide,
National,
nationwide,
yeah.
worldwide. We get the weather for you. So you ought to be watching this podcast anyway.
Man, that poor YouTube channel is hiding in the corner crying because you're not mentioning it.
Well, and you hadn't got there yet, brother. So anyway, I've lost my concentration now.
It's all right.
That's okay. That's
It's
all right.
70
That's all right.
subscribers strong.
So,
You did that.
yeah, no, I'm not going to blame him. I'm not going to blame him. So, anyway,
Work into it.
let him finish.
Sorry. All right, so David was talking about following the Facebook page because of the fact that, Dave Holland puts his blood, sweat, and tears into trying to stream the football games on Friday night. Austin does it on YouTube on Saturdays, and then
Austin, I'm going to cut you off. I love you, man. I love you. And I'm messing with you. I know. But anyway, look, at the end of the day, we provide a service.
Exactly.
And it's a free service. If you don't like what we're providing you, whether it's from Dave Holland's view from On the Spot with David Rodgers and our radio broadcast, or this thing staying stationary in the window, right, Dave? I'll tell you what you can do. You can go to Dream Pilot or NFHS Network. Say that 3 times real quick.
Wow.
And then you can pay $10.99 to watch the football game. How about that? I'm just going to go ahead and say it right off. There are streaming out there companies that broadcast that game. You've seen it. They're up there. They're around.
Don't say it too many times. They'll catch on and try to stop us.
Well, that's true. But at the end of the day, we are not rebroadcasting or reselling that product. Yes, we're not doing that.
Nope.
It's live. Once it's done, it's done.
Yep.
We don't, it just stays there until it goes itself away. Or it stays in an archive. When Austin does the YouTube stuff, it's on YouTube. And the Facebook thing, unless we archive it, it's archived or it's gone. So at the end of the day, look, the reason I brought this up, Dave, is because I got hammered because it's like, well, you didn't rotate the camera. You didn't do this. You didn't do that.
I'm watching your part.
And hey, this has been happening since every time that I started the doing the stream, doing the Facebook Live. And I've gotten that. And I don't know how many people, Tom Fisher, that calls into the show with Chuck, lives up in Ohio. Hey man, he can't turn the camera. Judy's just on the spot with David Rodgers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So look, at the end of the day, that's the way it is. And we're gonna leave it at that, and we're gonna move on because I'm telling you right now, that irks me, man, because when you're giving somebody something for free, they've always got to complain about something.
Amazing.
And that's a shame. All right. What time is it, Dave?
Well, I believe we got 7:39.
7:39. All right. We've been on this for about an hour right now. On the spot with David Rodgers. I'm your creator and host, David Rodgers, right along with the Dancing Destroyer himself, our senior producer and director, Mr. Dave Holland. Over here, chiming in, and I really appreciate his help, is Mr. Austin Stevens.
Yeah.
It's Austin Stevens Weather Service. And he will, of course, give you the rundown here in just a little bit, again, on the weather before we go. Got a message from my buddy, man, Mr. Byron Bagwell, my host and my color commentator for the Tornado football games on the radio. He will not make it in tonight. And it sounds like, what? You can't answer the question? Oh, yes. That's a great point, Byron. I'm going to move on from that, and we'll revisit that. But real quick, Dave, did you see what he said? He said, you know the comments that come across Austin? You know what I'm talking about? Like on that live feed?
Yep.
Yeah, we're not looking at that live feed. So we don't know what's being asked, so we can't answer those questions.
The only one that's looking at the live feed comment section, and I hate to say this, it's me. And I'm all the way back in Keystone Heights.
You don't know what's going on. Yeah, you don't. You're listening.
I could go woohoo, whip out an antenna and pull the stream feed from on the spot, with the show.
Right.
I have respect for Chuck Kramer in that.
Well, I mean, and you wouldn't be doing anything wrong.
No.
You would just be going, hey, if you're seeing the comments, how do you know how to answer them? You're not there at the football game. You know what I mean? Checking that out. You can see what's going on.
I have responded to a few and said, hey, I've submitted behind the scenes. I've already submitted things to Dave Holland that's currently running it. And I on the side of caution with the comments, and I try to, catch up with a few and be like, we're aware of this issue. We were trying to work on it. Sorry for any inconvenience. That's basically how I word it.
All right, so sounds good, but you're right. We can't answer any questions. All right, things going on in the community, David. I am a member of the ARC of Bradford County.
Yes.
I'm on the board, along with Chuck Kramer, Donna Souls, John Williams is our boss over there. He runs the ARC, and several other great people that are on that board. So, as we've said, this is our 50th year anniversary over at the ARC. We've got a lot of things going on, Dave. And let me tell you something, guys. We can use the help monetarily. It's hard to get funding for anything. You know what I'm saying? And the ARC really struggles because, this things got to go through Congress and, and representatives trying to do what they can and budgets being cut and this and that. And everybody gets affected, and the ARC of Bradford County is one that's getting affected as well.
Wow.
So, we're trying to raise money. We're trying to, keep things afloat, which we are doing. But anything that we can get could help. So if you want to donate to the ARC of Bradford County, all you got to do is go to the website, go to the arcbradford.org, and you can get a hold of somebody, and they will tell you how you can put your donation in. I think you can do it Cash App. I think you can mail it to them. You can drop it by. There's several ways, but you'll be talking with the staff about that. I want to talk about a couple of things that we are doing that is coming up that I'll be involved in. The ARC of Bradford County Day, the 21st Annual Fall Festival, a family-friendly day filled with fun and food to benefit individuals with intellectual and developmental differences. That's our motto. Featuring, and if you've never been, I know you've been. Austin, I don't know if you've been. Have you been to Cal Patty Bingo?
No.
Oh, my goodness. You need to go. They've been doing it for a long time. Grand prize is $1,000. So Cow Patty Bingo tickets are $50 each. It can be purchased online. What you do is you get a number, and it's got squares there, and they walk that cow around. Wherever he takes a dump on that number, they win that. They win that $1,000. Do you know who won that $1,000 before? Nope. I wish. Cliff.
Uh-huh.
2 years ago. Cliff Smelly won that 2 years ago.
Man.
Sure did.
So they do one cow?
Well, I think it's one cow. Yeah, one cow walks around.
So you get like,
yeah,
they walk him around until he
takes a dump.
Well,
on the number, and hopefully it's your number. But it's going to cost you $50 to get that number.
Do they walk him in consecutive numbers or about the same number all the time?
No, I think he goes up and around, or maybe he just does it himself. And then he just finds a place where he's going to take a dump. They probably fed him all that good grass and everything, all that green, beautiful grass, and then he just has to go. And guess what? If he dumps on the number 15 and you bought 15, guess what? You're a winner, $1,000.
Wow.
We need to go to that. But we want to really push that. We want to sell all the squares. You know what I mean? All the squares we want to sell. That's a big time fundraiser for us.
That was a very interesting person.
Yeah, isn't it? Huh?
I mean,
one person per square?
No, you can buy as many squares as you want. But yes, one person per square. So once if you get 15, 15's gone. Then you have, whatever is there.
How many squares will they have?
I think, my goodness, I am not quite sure. I think it's
we need to
50. We need to figure that. They didn't put that here. So, but I can ask John about that. Patty Bingo tickets are $50 each. It can be purchased online. So they're going to have, at the Fall Festival, they're going to have Cow Patty Bingo. They're going to have concessions. They're going to have a pumpkin carving contest, which I heard that Byron Bagwell and you are going to carve out a pumpkin, and y'all are going to put some kind of stuff in it or something. I don't know. That's what Byron was telling me. You and him were starving out of
wow.
pumpkin. Yeah. So I'll make sure that me and Austin get great video of that so we can show our viewers of what y'all did. Hey, and don't, man, that'll be just fun. The part I'm going to be in here.
There you go.
Yeah, is the pie eating contest. I'm going to eat as much pie as I can.
Oh, man.
You wish you was in that contest, don't you?
No, I would not win.
You would not win?
You
think I can give him a shot, man? You think
I fill up quick.
You think I have a chance to win in that fight?
I've seen you eat.
Yeah.
And
I'd have a chance.
If the pies are shaped like shrimp, watch out.
At least
they eat some shrimp.
Yeah, buddy. Especially boiled shrimp. Ah, God, that sounds good, don't it? That does sound good.
We know this much. David's going to be eating good with pies. He won't be going to Cracker Barrel.
Oh, man, no, we won't. No. And I said I was going to stay away from that subject tonight, and I am. Pie eating contest, I'm going to do.
Yep.
Okay. They're going to have a vendor market. That's where Austin's going to be.
Oh, no.
Selling all kinds of stuff. I hear that he's going to be selling underwear for Fruit of the Loom.
Ah.
Yeah, and I heard the Fruit of the Loom guys are going to be there helping him sell underwear.
Ah, there you go.
There you go, Austin. You got a job. There's going to be some raffles and giveaways. Trying to keep us. There's going to be face painting.
Didn't
Oh, here we go. Oh boy, I done messed up now.
I heard Mitchell Gunner was going to be in charge of the face painting contest.
Oh, Mitchell Gunner is going to be in charge. Yeah, you know what he's going to paint on your face? Race cars.
No!
NHRA cars, all kinds of stuff. So, but anyway, hey, here's something that I could be interested in: basketball. Probably a basketball, free throw contest or something. The thrift store is going to be open and much more. Pumpkin carving and pie eating contestants have an entry fee and a prize, so you have to pay to do that, which is okay. That'll be fine. I'll pay. Registration available online and day of. All supplies will be provided. Full details and schedules are on the event website. It is Saturday, September the 27th, David, at 10 a.m. 10501 Hampton Avenue, Hampton, Florida, 32091. You know where that's at? At the Florida Hampton Elementary School.
Yep.
And you can contact them. theartbradford.org/fall festival.
Did the Ark take that little school over?
We did. So that
have you moved, or you staying in both?
We're staying in both for now. The wood shop is still over here at this one. The office staff is still over here at this one. There's some things that go on over there. There's some events and special things. This fall festival will be held there because it's conducive for it to be held there. So we're getting all that ready. So, but we do have some things, and we are got some things in the future, i.e. the brewery that we've been talking about. Remember I mentioned about that brewery? We're just waiting on some funding and some things like that. We're getting ready to start that up. That ought to be a fun time as well. All right, Dave, I'm going to need your help on this one, and I'm going to need Byron. I don't know if Mitchell will help me, but he may. The car show. The Ark of Bradford County, we're doing a car show. When is that going to be, Dave? We got plenty of time for now. Saturday, October the 25th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on historic Call Street, downtown Stark, Florida, right there by the downtown grill. Park all the cars there. Do you know what else is going on that day? Which is going to be happening at the same time. That's why we picked the date. The Great Pumpkin Escape.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be down there. That's why we picked that date. We're hoping to have a lot of cars down there. And I'm going to give you some of the keys on that. Free general admission. Join us for an exciting day filled with classic and custom cars from local car clubs, unique products and services from community vendors, exciting raffles, and more. This family-friendly event is perfect for car enthusiasts and casual visitors alike. Come out and connect with the community and experience a celebration of horsepower and craftsmanship. Interested in displaying a car? Well, I hope you are. $25 per car. Best of show and top 20 awards, which we've already got. We already had. Registration a day of on site. We like to do it that way because we know exactly who we got there.
Yeah.
And all the money that is raised from that car show, we're going to do a 50-50 drawing. We're going to do some giveaway prizes. All that money is going straight to the art fund. It's going straight to our board fund and the art fund to help with whatever they need. Like I said, they need a continuous supply of money to be able to do things and to be able to help offset costs that come in that sometimes they don't even realize that they have. You ought to sit on some of these meetings sometimes, man. It's just, it's really sad to hear. And all the meetings are good. It's just like, man, why isn't the government, Dave, doing a lot more to help these people with, as he said, intellectual and developmental differences? I don't get it, but it is what it is. So we have to do our part with our fundraising. So this is one of them. For more information, call 904-964-7699. info@theartbradford.org, theartbradford.org/car show. So a little bit about what I just talked about. The Ark of Bradford County is dedicated to advancing inclusion and opportunity for individuals with intellectual and developmental differences. Join us in sustaining this mission with a donation. So again, you can ask for give your donation. Hit info@theartbradford, all one word, .org. All right, Dave. A couple of things that I do want to talk with the schools, and mainly Bradford County High School. So I get a report, and I do a report every Monday morning. If you need to know anything about what's going on for the week, you can tune in to the Chuck Kramer radio show at 7:40 on Monday mornings, and I give what we call the All Tornado Sports Report and Update. Y'all probably have heard it. It's about a 5 to 6, 7 minute little spiel that I give, and it's a report that I have. So a couple of things that I really wanted to hit on. Last night, they had a bingo for the Bradford community for schools, pronouncing back to school bingo to honor the summer community employees. I don't know how that turned out. I'm going to find out from Chrissy how that turned out, but they're going to probably be doing this once a month. And Chrissy hosts that, or she usually calls the game, or she may have Lynn call the game, and that's at the downtown grill. Your debit card. Are you a member of ViStar?
No.
I am.
You are. Okay. So here we go. Use your debit card, support your school. You probably do it for Keystone Heights High School Debit Card Give Back Program. The more you swipe, the more we give. Help your school earn up to $10,000 just by using your card. Show your favorite high school some love with the ViStar High School Debit Card Give Back Program, Dave. Simply use your ViStar co-branded high school debit card, and they will donate 5 cents for each purchase that you make and giving back to your school upwards of $10,000. That always helps. And 10 grand will definitely help. You don't have a co-branded high school debit card, which means a Tornado or an Indian for Keystone or whatever the case may be. Visit a branch or call 904-777-6000. That's ViStar, ViStarCU Credit Union.org. Here's one that's really become an issue. And kids, I'm going to tell y'all are going to get mad as soon as it happens to you. They have issued a BHS cell phone policy. It has been in effect for years, David, but really they're starting to crack down on it. BHS cell phone policy, I'm going to read it to you guys. All you parents that are listening, it's got high school kids. Please listen. Bradford High School wants parents, students, and our community to fully understand the new Florida HB 379 law restricting the use of cell phones on campus during instructional time. Students may only use cell phones before school, during lunch, and after school. BHS rules and consequences can be found in the Bradford High School Student Code of Conduct. And I wanted to hit that part very well because when everybody was going around to their classes and they had those open days and all that where you can go and check out your classes, they give everybody a student handbook. It's in the Chromebooks too. Y'all need to read that because there's some fine print in there that somebody's going to say, well, I didn't know that. Well, it's there. I can assure you. You know how I know? Miss Shelley Rodgers helped put that together.
Well, you know, they should take their phone, turn it off, put it in their locker
To be respectful.
to start the day. And then they can check it at lunch
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and then put it back in and get it in the afternoon.
Yep. No.
I mean, what did the students do before there were cell phones?
They did nothing. They had to go to class, and if you needed to call your mama, what'd you do? Hey, Miss Teach, can I go up to the front? I need to call my mom.
Yep.
And you had to go to the front desk, and they dialed it up for you. You called your mama, whatever it is, dad, whatever, and then that was it.
And that worked.
Yeah, it worked. It worked great. Hey, I never had a problem. Did you?
Nope.
The kids that are graduating today, the kids that are, and I'm 23, so I'm going to say this, and it's going to be a little controversial. Someone's going to get annoyed at me, but today's kids grew up with mommy's iPad.
Well, and I'm glad you said
And
that
then
because
at the age of 13, 14, like my nieces, they're dependent on, and I'm out of the camera here, but I'm holding up an iPhone.
Well, the computer started when? 1953.
somewhere in there,
And
it just progressed over time.
over time, right?
Yeah, we didn't have touchscreen smartphones till what? When Apple came out in 07, and then it's just been spiraling
Well,
from there.
here's my thing to the whole thing. And Austin, this is not directed to you.
No, I know it's not.
Because what I'm about to say. This is not directed to you because I know how hard you work and I know how hard you work for your things and what you've got going. But kids today are entitled. They feel like they're entitled. And guess what? I'm going to tell all of you something right now. You are entitled to absolutely nothing. You can quote me on that. Go to On the Spot with David Rodgers. You can watch this after this replay. You can go to YouTube. David, I'm telling you, these kids, they feel like they're entitled. Man, you don't know how many times, man, I want to just slap one of them, but you can't do that either.
Nope.
Because if you do that, now it's assault, and now, some of these kids are bigger than us, man, and they're itching for a fight.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to give them one. So, hey, it is what it is. But like you said, man, the cell phone policy, man, that's just common sense, right, Dave?
Yeah.
It's common sense. Just use it when you have to.
They're doing it at the high school over there in Keystone Heights. I've been told they're cracking down to the point now where if you walk across a certain line in the cafeteria, it's an immediate referral.
I know of a little incident. I won't say no names. I know of a little incident that happened just a little recently, a while ago, right when school started. The young man was on his phone in class. The teacher said, please put your phone away. Just nice to me. Well, he really put it away, started doing it again. And then teacher said, I need to get your stuff on. The young man said, no, you're not getting my cell phone. It's going to you. So this went on and on. Finally, I guess it went up to the office, and he said, I'm only giving my cell phone to my mom. Well, young man called his mom, and I think it was cleared up from there. Mama wasn't playing that game. You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
So I respect that. So look, this is where kids, man, are just like, it's scary to be a teacher nowadays. Not only just everything that goes on, not only that kind of stuff, the behavioral discipline problems, the sexuality that goes on in schools today, the way girls and guys are built nowadays, it's just absolutely nuts. When me and you were growing up, man, that was far and few in between. And some of our listeners growing up, you know what I'm saying? It was far and few in between. And nowadays it's so prevalent, like it's wow. So anyway, I did want to say one more thing. Golf has a match today. They already played. They got a good golf team, and they play again on Thursday at the Star Country Club. Starts at 4. And then volleyball, girls volleyball. They play Thursday night at home as well. Those are their first 2 home matches. Was last night and this Thursday. And football travels to Donnell and Dave, and we talked about that. I'm not going to hit that much more anymore. We'll talk about that on the game day report on Friday that me and Byron do. And I'm hoping that you go down and we'll be able to talk about it on the pregame. I want to get there enough where you're set up so when we do the pregame, you can focus on us or you can focus wherever, and at least they're getting the sound.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
And of course, it'll be on Facebook, Jesus. It'll be on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, for sure. September the 1st, there is no school in observance of Labor Day. So please make sure that you got everything done and y'all enjoy, really. Austin, you can tell me. I don't know. I've always known it to be the last weekend, the last holiday of the summer. Is that the way it is?
Unless we get a hurricane. Yes.
Okay, so because the next holidays are either in the fall or in the winter, correct?
Yeah.
So I've always known it to be the last holiday of the summer where you can go out and enjoy the weather and all that. And I'm not saying that the weather doesn't continue to be nice. I'm just saying the first, the last official hoorah of it.
If I'm not mistaken, the next holiday after that for the kids would be Veterans Day.
Yeah, do they not celebrate or observe Columbus Day anymore?
No.
Okay.
No, they do not. They do not. I mean,
okay.
I've seen some schools that are like that don't follow the county or the state schedule that are private. They might, but the county schools they don't. They continue curriculum, but they observe for Veterans Day, and then of course there's Teachers Planning Day, which will be at the end of the first quarter.
All right, we're at 8:02 Eastern, right here in beautiful Stark, Florida. Hey, if you're on the West Coast, which I know some people watching, it's 5:02. You're just getting off of work and you're going, dadgummit, man, I need to get on the spot with David Rodgers right now. No, you don't have to rush to do that. When you get home, make sure you eat your supper, feed your dogs, hug the wife, kiss the kids. Then you can put your phone on to your smart TV, and you can go back and watch On the Spot with David Rodgers. Now, me and Dave Holland and Austin will be gone, but you can go back and watch On the Spot with David Rodgers. And guess what? He's been a lot better about getting that on YouTube. Now, I know that the last couple of weeks. Now, okay, I do want to ask this, and I want you to hear it too. I know there's times that you have it up before midnight. I know there's times that you wait till 7 o'clock the next day. Can you tell me why?
Because I look at the analytics.
Okay.
So
explain.
When I throw it up on YouTube, depending on the time, it either catches and it gets views, or it dies. It doesn't catch any views.
Because somebody don't ask me to ask you, and again, I'm not smart at this.
Well, we're going.
Is there any way on each and every episode you can have it up before midnight?
Right now, Yes, I'll try. Not
Okay.
gonna promise.
Okay.
But I am trying my best to get fiber ran to the Austin's headquarters.
Okay.
So when fiber happens, it's lickety split, 30-minute turnaround. It's on YouTube. Bada bing, bada boom. It's ready to go.
And so he's doing everything that we can. And we've also gave the disclaimer that we have till 7 o'clock the following night, about this time, that that we try to have it up. Have we ever ran in problems? Absolutely. Austin can sit here and tell you many of them.
Of course, Comcast is
anything.
Supplier, but right now I'm trying to get AT&T fiber. So once I get fiber ran to the house, I'm hoping that's done by January. Once it's done by January, my upload speed will go from 35 megabits to 1,000 megabits instantly.
So basically what he's saying to all you guys is he'll have that show up real soon. So, all right, Dave, I wanted to go to a couple of things here. We'll reiterate. We do have a winner for the city clerk position. That was Chrissy Thompson. She's right here on the front page of the newspaper right here with her family. Congratulations to her. Congratulations to Lisa Heater as well. Both of them ran a fine campaign. Dave, I told you it was a win-win. Either lady that got that position, I think, was going to do a very good job in that office. What do you think?
I think so. I like how you worded it, that we don't have no bone in that. We don't let it.
We had no dog in the hunt. So, and again, I know some people are going to think differently of me, but hey, it is what it is. Start postpones the reappointing of the city manager. Questions over manager and clerk duties. So they've got to get that ironed up and hammered out. John Cooper was the city attorney at that time. There were some things going on. So they're going to try to get that all taken care of. So we'll have a city manager as well. There's some things in here, some different things that are going on within the community. Dave, I'm not going to get into it too much because I want to go ahead and start closing down the show. But a couple of things I do want to get into is on Wednesday nights. Lynn does Lynn Starling does bingo over at the Downtown Grill. So come and play. She gives away free prizes. Everybody seems to have fun. So make sure you check out Lynn at 7 o'clock on Wednesdays. And then on Thursdays, Dave, I'm back to doing trivia. I'll be going on my third week now, I think. Yes. Back into trivia. So come and check out David Rodgers, Thursday night team trivia at the Downtown Grill. We start at 7 o'clock, Dave, now, not 7:30. We start at 7 o'clock. It gets everybody to get a chance to get in there and eat and, drink a few and still get home in time to watch TV, watch the football games. College football is going to be starting to be prevalent. I believe it starts this Thursday. And guess what else we've done, Dave? We've got the trivia. We're back in the bar area. We've got the trivia working on all the TVs. So wherever you sit, guess what? You'll be able to see the question and hear the question. You remember that was the knock. When I know Austin's been there a couple of times, we only had that center TV. Now we've got all the TVs in circuit, and every one of those will have Thursday night team trivia on it. Specials that go on during that, I know on Thursday nights, if you like the chicken tenders, you can get $1 off the chicken tenders. We got some drink specials. I think we got buckets of beer for like $10, $15, something like that, and other specials as well.
Time I went to the Downtown Grill, the food was really good.
It always is. I can assure you that. That's one thing, Austin, I will agree with you on, is that. I want to get into a couple of things, a couple of big-time key matchups, Dave. And we'll have pick'ems as we go throughout the season. We usually give those during the halftime of the Tornado football games, whether we're on home or away, we do that. But a couple of key matchups. Florida State will be hosting Alabama as they come in. The number 4 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide coming into Tallahassee to take on the Noles. The Noles were 2-10 last year.
Yeah.
A horrible season. They got a lot of transfers in again. They got a lot of key players in roles. Let's see what they can do. I hope they win, Dave. That's my team. You know that. I hope they win. But honestly, what I'd like to see is a really competitive ball game. If you're going to lose that game, don't lose it by 30. You know what I mean? That just continues with the psyche of what's been happening. If you lose that ball game 27-24, 27, 23, something like that. That's respectable. You still have a chance to be in the college football playoffs if you can, put together some wins and don't lose to teams you ain't supposed to lose to. So that's one key game. Another key game is happening in your home state, David. And guess who that is?
Oh.
That is the #1 Texas Longhorns with Arch Manning as their quarterback, coming into Columbus, Ohio, to take on the #3 Ohio State Buckeyes. Loaded again.
#3.
Yep. And guess what, buddy? It's a noon kickoff. Ohio State is favored over the #1 team in the country. You tell me how the hell that happens. But they're a 3 or 4 point favorite. I think even upward to a 5-point favorite over the #1 team in the country. So my question to you is, why no Ohio State the #1 team in the country? If that's the case.
My answer is
They should be?
they should be.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's what I say. If you're
But I guess the wins and the losses have a decision between #1 and #3.
And you're right. And players returning. Now look, Ohio State was the national champs last year. So
defending champs.
Defending champs. So you dropped to #3. Of course, they lost a quarterback. I get all that, but you got studs that are still there. You got players. Arch Manning, that's quarterback in #1 Texas. He quarterbacks some, but he's the first time being a starter for them. Julian Sands for Ohio State. He's going to be a first-time starter there. So a lot of starting quarterbacks on these powerhouse teams that are getting their first starts. So that's a big-time game. Let me tell you another big-time game, Dave. That's going to be happening in the state of South Carolina, and guess what it is? It's Tiger versus Tiger.
Uh-oh.
The LSU Tigers will be coming in to Clemson to take on the Clemson Tigers. Clemson's ranked up there. That's a top 10 matchup. Tiger versus Tiger. Which Tiger's going to win? We'll get into that. Syracuse takes on Tennessee. What else do we have? There's some other matchups, but the Gators will be playing Long Island University. Who cares? That'll be about 45 to 6 or 3 or something like that. Who cares? Long Island University. Sounds like a drink, Long Island iced tea. Who cares? We're having that at the swamp. Who cares? But anyway, that's what's going on there. Again, don't forget about the football game Friday night. Dave, can we take a quick commercial break and let Austin finish this down with the weather, and we'll have closing comment. We'll be right back with the weather after these commercial breaks.
Let me get my commercial.
Mm-hmm. Back to wrap up the show here on the spot with David Rodgers, host David Rodgers, right along with the dancer historian himself, Dave Holland, our weather guru and our YouTube guru, Mr. Austin Stevens. We're getting ready to shut the show down. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining in. Thank you for tuning in each and every week. You're why we do this. We think this is the best podcast around, and I believe it with all my heart and soul. Mitchell as well with On the Spot Motorsports Media. You can catch him at Thursday at 7:30 and 7 o'clock, and they're going to be going to Indy this weekend. Austin, wrap up the weather for us, old boy.
All right, well, tonight, which is Tuesday night, we'll have temperatures in the upper 60s pretty much throughout our area. If you're from Stark to Lake City and points north to the Georgia border, mid-60s are going to be not surprising tonight, so enjoy that. Maybe some open window weather if you live along I-10. Oh, but no, unfortunately, the heat does come back. Highs reaching the lower 90s tomorrow, popcorn showers and thunderstorms at 20%, reaching that 50-70% over the weekend with our tropical humid air mass. Back to you, David.
I appreciate it. Thanks
by
so
the way,
much. Go ahead, sir.
Speaking of tropics,
Yes.
it's quiet.
Nice. You tap too, Austin.
Oh,
or you don't believe in tapping?
No.
Okay.
Because the peak is in the middle of September.
I got you. Dwight Allen brought up a good thing. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm going to get to some of the guys that were doing. Lisa started tuning in. Dwight Allen says, I appreciate not having to sit in my car to listen to the broadcast. So there you go, Dave. You see what I'm saying? People can go inside their house. They know they're going to get the feed. They know they're going to get the radio broadcast as well. Good night to you, Brother Dwight, and God bless America. Good evening, guys. I'm tuning in Jacksonville tonight. Okay, Jackson. What's going on, Jackson? Oh. Judith, you'll have to tell me about that. Hey, Shirley, how you doing? Austin's Web. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. Scott Munnings, everybody. The only thing I got to say to you guys is we appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back next Tuesday night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Dave, Shirley asked me real quick. She asked me, she goes, oh, y'all starting at a new start time? Well, sort of.
Experiment.
And we're experimenting with some things here. And she said, almost missed it because she got pinged. That's why you go and hit the like and subscribe button, because you know. So, yes, Shirley, we're trying a couple of little things. I'm not saying that's going to happen every week. While y'all were gone, me and Dave went on a couple of times. Some of it was personal reasons, and some of it was we were ready to go, and we wanted just to see what kind of numbers that we would get, and our numbers wasn't that bad. So it's just something that we're trying. It's not a set time. Me and Dave hadn't set time. It's a time where if Dave's ready to go, he says, David, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. It could be 6:39. It could be 6:45. It could be 6:30. It could be 6:40. It doesn't matter. So.
And Shirley, we're sorry. It can be confusing. For 9 years, 8.5 years or so, it's been 7 o'clock.
Yeah, or after.
Or after.
Yeah. So
very few times before, but like Dave said, we just got to a point to start a little early because of our situation.
Sure.
But are we going to carry it on? We don't know, do we?
No. And of course, we like having Byron on the show, even though he couldn't have made it here, even if we started at 7. So we're going to weigh in those things and stuff. The last 3, though, Dave, I got to admit, is work.
So 7 o'clock, don't forget that.
Yes.
But listen to your ping.
Yes. I think that's where Shirley got hers.
And we're going to try to change that ping.
We are.
To a different sound.
To a different sound.
And it's probably going to sound like a recording of Dave's voice.
Oh, no.
Dave, what is it going to say?
Well, it's going to say, go Big Red! And that's a tornado touchdown!
Yeah, so if you get that, you know that On the Spot is coming on the air.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, baby.
They got excited. Hey, by the way, breaking news. Taylor Swift's engagement overturned as referee determines Travis Kelce's knee didn't touch the ground. How about that? Taylor Swift's engagement overturned as the referee determines Travis Kelce's knee didn't touch the ground. Congratulations, Taylor. You're without a man again. All right. On behalf of the missing Barney, the President Austin Stevens, who's got his weather thing going, and the YouTube thing going,
and chaos,
and my man, the dancing destroyer, the king of steam, the what? The Count of Monte Fisco, and 214 pounds of screaming steel and sex appeal is our senior producer and director, Mr. Dave Holland.
Well,
God bless you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. God bless you guys. We hope to see you on Friday night. But if not, for sure, we'll see you next Tuesday. God bless you. Stay back time. Same bad channel next week. Have a great week. Enjoy college football.